Hey y'all, welcome back to another week of FetchQuest. We're excited to see y'all again. Looks to be forecast shows an easy, fun session tonight. No harshness whatsoever, and maybe more than 3 questions answered tonight. Alika, you said you wanted to catch us up, right?
Yes, I would be delighted to.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
On the last episode of Fetch Quest, we were taken in to see the Vampire Lord, who had, in exchange for our various services to him, had agreed to give us Jethra back into our care, as well as requesting that we stay a few additional days in order to take care of some business. Opening a secret tunnel, we proceeded in, where Yolvin ended up passing out and having some memories of a forgotten time and a forgotten encounter with Theobryn some time ago in the time of Velirine. Coming to, we were taken through the tunnels to the room in which the Elder dwelled, given specific instructions not to look, acknowledge, or interact with the Elder in any way. We were then ushered to a part of the room in which a figure encased in a crystal was, a being who the vampire lord considered the god of vampires, and who desired to release them during a, I believe it was a blood moon or something like that. I forget the exact name of the event in question, but during a lunar event, so that this god could challenge a entity that the northern kingdoms had been using against the vampiric nations uh, during some skirmishes. The complication being that in order to free this crystalline potential god entity, we would need to kill the vampire lord. No small feat, which we then agreed to do, strategizing to attack during the day rather than wait during the night, so that the ritual could take place without any issues. We seeked to gather ourselves and our new allies, gathering everything together as Jethra appeared to have collected quite a few items during her stay here at the Fallen Keep. The dagger, of course, being in her possession, as well as a number of odd trinkets, such as healing potions, a small wooden stake, and a odd, intricate wax ball called the Wax Maker, all of which were placed back within our bag of holding. And after some discussions amongst ourselves and strategizing on what the future might hold beyond this keep, the party retired for the, I guess, evening to awaken in the morning, I would imagine. It has been quite a while since we have been in the keep. And also, the event was called the Moon Fog, which is said to cause lichen type creatures and vampires to increase in their thirst and ferocity.
All right. Well, fantastic. So, each of you do wake up early in the morning, around let's say 10 o'clock. Um, fully, I know that's not that early, but for vampires, it's early.
Mhm.
Um, each of you fully preparing on how you are going to go ahead and deal with the events today. Damikos, when you get up and you get out of bed, your legs seem to almost shift underneath you. It's almost as if the very bones that are holding up your body are just not solid, almost as if they're working against you. But yeah, everyone else, you go ahead, wake up, and what are y'all doing?
Has my stuff arrived?
Yes, if you go into the common room, you will see that there is a crate. Inside the crate, there is 300 diamonds, 300 gold's worth of diamonds, as well as... you find 2 superior healing potions and 4 greater healing potions in there.
Two superior, 4 greater?
Yes, sir.
Alright. I will wait here until everybody is awake.
Excellent.
I will make my way out of my room slowly.
Cool. Damokos makes his way into the common room. Zahn, one of the first things you notice is that Damokos seems to be almost choosing his steps very carefully. Not moving as quick.
Like he has vertigo, almost?
Almost, kind of, yeah. But at certain points, like when he's walking, you can almost see his legs kind of bend sideways, kind of like almost like they're wiggling around underneath his body.
Gross. Alright.
Yeah.
Good morning, Zahn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can talk now.
good. You can't walk, however.
Yeah, I'm having some difficulty with that today for some reason.
Yeah. Some reason. Here, have a healing potion. I'm gonna hand him a greater healing potion.
Hey, thank you. Much appreciated.
All right, so they're hanging out in the common room. Who's next? What are y'all doing?
Yovan would probably come out into the common area after waking up.
Cool. As you walk in the room, you see that Zahn is standing near the crate. Damokos is standing near Zahn, his legs, even just standing still, his legs seem to be kind of bending out of shape.
Morning.
Morning.
You can talk.
Yes,
Again.
I can.
Are you well?
I mean, other than my legs feeling a little awkward, a feeling of slight vertigo, I mean, I feel fine otherwise.
Seems the weirdness affecting your throat has moved downward.
Yes.
Are you good to walk?
I mean, I can walk. It's just, I have to take my time, make sure my steps are good.
Quite the bad timing for that. So, what's in the crate?
I look to Zahn.
So when you do approach, yeah, go ahead.
Here, have a healing potion.
He tosses you a healing potion from the crate, and on closer inspection, you do see that it is full of healing potions.
Rest of all.
Well, box is empty. I've took it all.
Oh, it is now. The box itself is empty with some hay on the bottom of it.
What grade of healing potion did I get?
It's a greater healing potion.
Got it.
Cool. So, you guys are waiting in the common room. Kara.
I guess I'll walk in last. Gonna make sure Noodle's fed before we go, so he doesn't chew on anything while we're gone.
Yeah, sure. There is food out in the common room that I assume you guys are eating. When Noodle comes out, he just starts tearing into the silverware, the platters, the food. Just pretty much everything on the table is starting to get consumed by Noodle.
At this point, I don't expect any less.
I've gotten used to it at this point. I have some distraction food, so he doesn't eat my food.
Like you have bait to make him go chase.
Yeah, so I can eat in peace.
Ah.
It's been like over a week of this.
Things never change.
Cool. So, yeah, Damokos' legs are kind of warbling a little bit out of shape. As he stands there, you guys sit down, start to eat a little bit of a breakfast before you do move on. Anything else you guys want to do before you start heading to this quest?
Kara, here, have a healing potion. I hand you a greater healing potion.
Okay.
Since I
So-
have 3 of them now.
I'm gonna put this in my backpack. Just
So-
in case.
If Noodle gets close to my plate, I'm going to throw a piece of meat
Some
on the opposite side.
Cool. Successfully distracting Noodle from consuming your food.
And while doing that, just like, so, anyone have any weird dreams last night?
For once, no. Also, here, have another healing potion, Joven. You should take this other superior healing potion.
Thank you kindly. I was also hoping that I wasn't the only one, but... So I had an odd dream last night. I don't think it was one of those dreams, but dreams. Maybe memory is the better word. I was Yarkons getting ready for a last hunt with a curse. I'm guessing. I don't know why you're looking at me quite like that. There's not much else to say. We were in the room that you all found me. Curse
Well.
came in, promised that this hunt that I was going to go on was going to be different from any other. There was a very grave seriousness to his voice, and that after this hunt, I would finally be able to rest. That this was going to be the last time.
Cool.
If
Well.
I had to guess, it was going to be the hunt for Theobrin.
That was also my first thought.
Guessing it did not go quite well.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We don't exactly know. We kind of went well, I guess, when we were there, but none of this makes any sense, so... And at this point, I'm only... well... going with whatever gets thrown in front of us and handling what we can handle. Because I have no control over what dream I have. Or what happened in Velirine, I guess.
You're trying your best. That's all that matters.
Sure. Sure.
Just takes
Like a
another
dad
bite of his
coaching
food.
a losing soccer team.
In any case, we should prepare. Other than these healing potions, I don't really have much to do other than before we get down there, I want to cast a spell on all of us.
What type of spell would that be?
Well, one that will hopefully help you not miss.
That would be good. I'm going to look around the room and try to spot anyone trying to hide. Like, I've seen it via just the Vampire Lord's room and the Grey Castle estate, that there are like walls and paintings and tapestries and things that I've seen servants able to hide behind before. So I'm going to just look out for any of those in this room.
Sure, make a quick perception check. All right, so you haven't seen any of those like servant entrances inside of any of the apartments that you guys have been going through. It looks like those are restricted to kind of like the bigger rooms where servants need to have easy access to them. It looks like the only entrance into this place the servants are using is the front door.
After pausing and taking a look around to make sure that was the case, just like, this Eldar sounds more animalistic than living human. Things like don't look at it, don't make eye contact, no sudden movements, things like that. That's advice you'd give to be around a wild animal.
Yes.
That said, I don't know whether this Eldar is going to rely on pure physical might to overpower its enemies, or if it's perhaps more strategic than that.
Well, we don't really know.
No, we don't.
Which gets to my next point. If anyone else has anything that we should use right before we enter into that battle, do let me know so I can remember to remind everyone.
Silver didn't seem to make much of a difference against that
Nope.
metal-toothed freak. I doubt it will prevail us much here.
Magic and sunlight is most likely the only thing you're going to be able to completely trust in.
Right. We should have a fallback plan. Perhaps some sort of means of creating either distance between us and it, though I doubt that would make much help for us. I imagine if we fail to kill this Eldar, that the rest of its servants, attendants, whatever you might call this nation of vampires, would be obligated to hunt us down and kill us.
I don't know about that.
I don't
The
seem
Lord.
particularly keen on having them around.
They don't seem like they care very much about him, just that they can't exactly kill him themselves.
I mean, is it not, well, is it not possible to not like orders you are given but have to carry them out anyway? They
It
may not
is,
like
but-
him, but if he demands our heads, or he'll go on a rampage, I imagine our heads will be a much less costly reward.
Just like how you just described him as a wild animal, I don't think he's giving orders. He is most likely just upper echelon of the vampire food chain, and they can do nothing about it. Whether he has a mind or not, they can't kill him even if they wanted to, because they are underneath him. In any case, that is a defeatist attitude. We are not going to lose.
That is true. Perhaps.
There's no reason to do something like that, because we won't lose. The first thing I will cast a spell to help us, which should help everyone, I believe. One moment. I'm gonna cast this on.
He's doing that.
Well,
I'm just.
I can help all three of you. I can't help myself, though I do think it would be better to put it on me rather than one of you, if that's all right.
I can go without it. I would assume.
No, I would rather put it on you. You're going to be attacking more. One of the casters here. If you don't plan on throwing small stuff.
I mean, it's hard to say. It all depends on how the battle goes.
Okay, I will just take it completely out of character then, because it's hard to say this in character.
I understand.
Are one of you going to be casting more like straight spells that don't require attack rolls? Because I can cast Bless on 3 people, but it will work probably better on me and Joven, and then one of you two.
My spells switch between both.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because a lot of my shit is saves, but then also there's a couple in there that are attack rolls.
I have a coin.
Yeah, I mean, it could be either one of you, really. It's just going to help you
God.
mostly with ability saves, probably, but
Yeah.
me and Joven are probably going to be getting hit the most if we're taking most of the aggro and all that, so...
Damokos has jelly legs right now, though.
True, I could give it to him so that he doesn't trip over himself.
We could have Damokos take a position up on the stairs. And,
Yeah.
Maybe
Bless,
seated.
Bless might save him from falling down those stairs, though.
Not that bad, guys. My speed is reduced.
You want to be carted in. Because I could cart you in without you.
I wouldn't
doing
even
that.
worry about it.
Damokos, who's a
He
noble.
just needs to stay away, and that's about all he needs to do.
Yeah, give it to jelly legs. I'm good.
Okay. That's fine.
We should-
Right.
If we do end up needing to go a bit more on the defensive, it would be good to have some means of controlling the battlefield, perhaps.
Well, we do already have that.
Of
Damokos
course.
used it in our
I have-
last fight.
I
It's
have
4
a
on 1.
couple of spells that can be field controlling to an extent.
You
I
may
know
want to
everyone
open
has their
that.
own resources. I'm talking more things that we should do just before the battle that can benefit all of us. If we have that, we should discuss that. Because the battle will change, and I don't expect you to all us to go over every scenario.
I can try to damage his mind and check if it might have resistance towards that.
Of course.
Do we want to borrow the dagger from Jethra?
No. I'd rather
would.
use as little of that stuff as we can. It's bad enough we have one attached to us already.
That's rude to call Jethra that one.
You know what I meant.
To be honest, considering the state of things, I would rather her keep the dagger on hand. Should any of those hunters from her homeland come after her again.
I think they're going to get into the keep. It's full of vampires.
I understand your sentiment. It's just, like I said, I would rather us do this without that equipment, because the long-term effects might be bad, and we don't know what could happen. where the short-term effects is we might win, which I don't think we need to win.
Perhaps. Regardless, I've said my piece on that matter. Are both of you ready? He's gonna say, looking to Damakos and
Kara, you asked me.
Man, we're 52 episodes in and you're forgetting everybody's names.
Listen, he's changed characters.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
That I understand. Everybody else has been the same for the last, 40 episodes.
OG crew.
Kara, Damakos, are you ready with your spells? I'm not sure how you arcane types function, but
Yes, I'm prepared. I was curious, Kara. You asked me if I had the ability to scry last night. I could do that now if you want.
I would avoid it. You might need all of those spell slots.
It's not utilizing a spell slot.
Okay, then never mind.
I think that's an orb thing.
It's an orb.
Yeah, I know it's an old thing. Though I would, with your current predicament, I would avoid using that orb if you can help it, especially before a big fight like this, just in case something detrimental happens. If you're stuck with it, I would at least like to make pragmatic decisions regarding it.
I brought it up only because it seemed it wasn't important to request for her.
Oh, I know. And I'm curious about it too, but I feel like we should take this one step at a time. That's a future...
Only about as fast as Damakos can walk.
Future us will worry about family issues.
Would future us. When we get back. And she's
Well, when we
Probably
start to head
not.
back, I think that would be a good idea. But right now, it feels like it's a distraction.
All right.
Is there anything else? Because I believe we are ready.
Before we go, I'm gonna put Noodle back in my room.
Oh, leaving Noodle behind. Interesting.
I don't want.
Don't act like that was a hard decision.
I want to say you guys are. I think you guys are not using your mascot as much as possible, but.
There's only
All right.
one
I
of
don't
us that
want
thinks
him-
it's a mascot.
I don't want him to die to the vampire lord.
Sure. So you kind of herd Noodle into the room. You notice there are, oddly enough, a few more weapons poking out from under the bed.
Oh, look at.
Noodle kind of scurries underneath and wraps himself around him.
I'm gonna pull out a dagger from the pouch. I'm gonna crouch down by him. Be good until I get back. I'm gonna put the dagger down. Don't break anything. And where do you keep getting all of these? I hope you didn't steal that from Jethro. I can give him a little pat on the head and then go back to the others.
Cool.
I don't suppose you can glue a vampire's mouth shut, right?
I do have an immovable rod.
Oh yeah, we've never used that.
A questionable immovable rod.
Yeah.
Knowing
have
our
that-
luck, it'll be the first time we use it, it explodes or something.
I have that one weird looking potion that we got at like episode 2 or 3. Just been holding on to.
I still have a resurrection potion from 30 episodes ago.
hopefully we don't need to try it out.
Potions should really make.
I
that
doubt
a
it'll even
potion.
work, but
Who knows? Who's to say? All right. So, is the group heading to the throne room?
Yep.
As you guys go to the throne room, you're noticing that a lot of the suits of armor that kind of adorn the passageways are missing their weapons and shields. But yeah, so you guys get into the throne room. You see that the chair has been moved, and that there's no movement inside of this throne room. The hidden passageway is revealed, but there doesn't seem to be any vampires about. And in fact, when you guys enter into the throne room, the doors behind you creak shut.
Cool. I want to make our way down there and get to literally where the precipice of the doorway is, like here on the actual map.
Sure.
Unless obviously something happens before then.
Cool. Now, you guys do make your way to the doorway, standing in front of it. You can see that there is that sort of slot where you saw the vampire servants pouring in whatever was in the contents of the vase, which I'm sure you can guess and don't need me to spell out. But it doesn't look like there's a vase there right now, and the let's say remains of the previous fluid that has been poured down there before is dry, meaning that there's been nothing poured down there recently.
All right. Just peering into the room here. Can I see the Elder?
That actually, that's where the map is a little bit misleading. There's a doorway blocking it. So in order to get inside, you need to push through the stone doorway.
Can I listen in and hear if there's any movement from him?
Sure. Make a perception check at disadvantage because you're trying to listen through stone.
Sure.
You really can't hear anything. You can't tell if that's just because of the thickness of the stone door or whether there is no movement on the other side.
Okie dokie. Alright. Everyone ready?
There's something I can do if we want to utilize it.
What is that?
Won't take too long to do. To cut down on a little bit of resources on my end, but I can give all three of you some additional protection from attacks, hazards, and spells.
That would be useful. How long does it last?
An hour.
And then go right ahead if it's not draining you too much.
It will just drain me on 3 of my ability of meta magic, bending spells.
Alrighty. What does that specifically do?
It's just basically going to reduce my sorcery points, but from 9 to 6.
Well, I mean, like, what does it actually do to us?
So it's going to add a d6. So I'm going to transfer. I would transfer a glyph to you guys, and whenever you get hit by an attack, hazard, or spell, you can roll the d6 and reduce that damage by that.
Does it, after we use it once, does it go away, or does
it goes away?
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
The next time you take damage.
Cool. Alright.
So
then after he does...
I can give one to that. Whoever wants one.
I think that would be best to actually just use on me and Joven, since we're going to be up close and personal. Either that or just you two, since you are squishy.
It's whichever. I can do all 3. And save me for later, because I'll get runes throughout the fight.
Do all three if you want to, then. It's up to you.
I'm not
Alright,
sure
you want-
about those resources, but I think I'll be fine.
Might as well. Doesn't hurt.
Evan, do you want one or no?
No, I'm okay.
Cool. So I briefly spend 2 sorcery points to get 2 runes, and then I transfer those 2 runes, one to Zahn and one to Kara.
Excellent. All right, so you guys see that Damokos's runes are glowing on you, kind of eerily eerily close to the marks that the host has placed on you.
Cool. Once he's done doing that, I'm gonna cast Bless. I'm actually gonna do it at 2nd level, and I'll put
Ooh.
it on everybody.
Nice. Fantastic. All right.
And then
So
I'm
you
gonna
guys-
open the door. 'Cause it's
Cool.
only gonna last 10 minutes, I believe.
So you push open the stone door, which at first sight looks like it's going to be heavy, but it actually seems to be rather well balanced. So it just kind of swings open rather easily. And then you guys step into the sort of workshop miniature library that you guys were in before. On first glance, there's no sign of the Elder.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward. Take a look around.
Cool. And just to make things a little bit easier, why don't we all just go ahead and roll initiative?
Sure. Of course.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Even with advantage.
Oh, I don't know why that's hidden. Jeez, you guys, come on. No one threw good initiative this fight.
It's fine. It's 4-on-1, right?
Decent. It's not terrible.
Casters did decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Okay, cool. So, top of the round, Kara.
So we don't see him anywhere?
Nope.
Like, not even those of us with dark vision?
Nope.
Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, you are also just standing in the doorway.
Yeah, that's...
So you aren't even really inside of it yet.
Actually, how far am I?
Oh, actually, I
Where
should
want to
put
put this. I'm debating whether or not I should put out daylight now or wait. Because it'll last for an hour.
Oh, it lasts for an hour?
Yeah. It's not a concentration spell.
And if
Yeah,
it's not
last-
concentration, just do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Alright. Prepare to be a little blinded then.
I'll be
What's
I'm
the
gonna set
range
it
of
up-
daylight?
Huh?
What's the area of daylight?
60 feet out is bright.
Go ahead, draw
And
it on
then
the map.
another 60 is dim. So
Like getting the whole room almost.
yeah.
basically.
If I
the
put it
whole
right
room.
here,
Oh no.
Yeah, if you put it right in the center, it's gonna get the whole room in bright.
Well, I mean, there are some walls over here, so
Other than that small room.
yeah, pretty much
Eh.
other than that small room.
that's fine. If he gets cornered into a room, that just makes it easier for us.
Yeah. Then we just fireball from outside a million times.
Yeah, that'll work.
I really hope that
do that.
pistol is sunproof.
I can do that. If only I could turn it into a sunball.
Yeah. It'll
Oh man, am I hearing blood magic fireball just right off the bat? I say we use
Right.
blood magic during this fight. That won't have any downsides whatsoever.
Blood magic
It
daylight.
hasn't yet.
I'm not going to blood magic daylight.
Come on.
No, why would I blood magic daylight?
It definitely won't have
Because-
any disadvantages in a fight against a vampire.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. Right here, and it's pretty much everything except for that little room.
Okay, cool. So one thing you guys do notice is after the initial kind of like blinking through, the daylight doesn't seem to be affecting. I'll just put a marker around it since it'd be a lot easier than. It doesn't really seem to be affecting this area. Where the quote unquote vampire got. Oh, wrong layer.
Oh, thank goodness.
There we go. So it kind of fades away before it can reach that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was really worried. It was like,
I wasn't.
You were worried
If
I
you
was
killed
gonna
it
make
inside the
rock
crystal,
crispy.
I would have been like,
and the
oops.
crystal starts smoking.
He was like that when we found him.
Cool. So you cast daylight. Any movement or anything like that you'd like to do?
I mean, are we technically out of initiative right now? And we're just
No, you guys. We're saying you guys are in initiative.
okay.
I'm just going to scoot up a little bit. Maybe about here. That's it. I don't want to
All
go
right.
any farther.
Cool. End your turn.
Yep.
Damokos, it is your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna move up a little bit as well.
Sure.
I not going to cast anything yet. Just wanna take a look around the room, see if there's anything I can notice.
Cool. Make a perception check. So you take a look around the room. Besides the blinding sun ball that's sort of in the middle of the room, you don't really notice much else.
Hmm.
Except for, the field of darkness that's surrounding
Yeah.
where the vampire god, quote unquote, is.
I'll stay right there.
Cool. All right. Don't worry about it. Yovin, it is your turn.
I'm actually going to go over to. I don't know if the map is. You said the map wasn't quite accurate.
Yeah, there's no windows on the side. It's kind of like just sealed off room. And that door's
They're
open. but-
decorative. I could take it. Yeah. This door here.
Yeah, this door is now open, but unless Zon, did you shut the door or did you just leave it open?
I just left it open.
Cool. So the door is open, kind of revealing in a little bit of light from behind you guys.
I would like to shut that door.
Cool. Very easily you do. Go ahead and shut that door.
And then I don't know if that was my action. Can I
No.
still like hold an action?
Yeah, you can hold an action. I'll say shutting a door is a free action.
I would like to hold a move action for when Zon moves and move up with Zon.
Okay. All right. So saving a move. Zon, it is your turn.
Cool. Walking on up.
Cool.
Yep, that's 30. And I'm a perception check.
Go ahead.
Nope.
The sun is too bright. It's just gleaming off of everything, and it's really making it difficult for you to see.
Okay, I'm done. I don't have anything else.
All right, so lair action. So you guys start to notice that there's wisps of shadow that are coming down from each little crevice of each desk, like where from in between these pillars where the sunlight isn't hitting, and they seem to be reaching towards the sun. I need you to make a concentration check. with a DC of 14 to keep your sunlight up.
Concentration's Constitution, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. The sunlight just kind of pushes back the shadows, although it does seem like they do seem to retreat. Kara, it is your turn.
I don't like being up here. I'm just gonna get onto the stairs. Maybe right here, so I don't fall off.
Yeah, that's safe.
And take a look around. See if does it really look like he's not fucking here, or are we just so bad at seeing?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, you're looking around. You can't see the Elder anywhere. He's either really hidden or he's just not here.
Fucking leave. The fuck would he go?
You did leave the door open for a little bit. All right, anything else you want to do?
Outside? No.
All right, Domikos, it's your turn.
Going to move up a little bit as well. And I am just going to hold a fire bolt and wait
Cool.
for an enemy.
Sure. So, all right. Next up, it's going to be Jovan.
Okay. I think I'm going to. Actually, yeah, I should measure out how much movement. So 5. I'm going to just walk down here, drawing the silver short sword while I'm at it, and take.
Sunlight gleams off the silver.
Yep. I'm gonna step here, and I'm going to try and make a perception check from where I'm standing into there.
Cool. Go ahead. So you take a look, and there's really not much that you can see in the room. You really can't see him, but you do see a what looks to be the tip of a closed sarcophagus.
I'm going to turn back to the others and kind of just motion with my hand for them to come down this way and point towards this room is where I saw it.
Yes.
Yeah. And that, I think, will be it for my turn.
Cool. So, Zon.
Cool. Action. Dash. I'll get to there. I'm gonna look inside.
Cool. You see the sarcophagus is right there. It does look indeed to be closed.
Cool. I'm gonna get right up to it. And then can I open it as a bonus action?
I'm afraid it's too heavy to be tried using a bonus action. You would need a full action to open it up.
Cool. I'm gonna wait till next turn then.
Cool. So, on layer action, the ground starts rumbling a little bit, and Domikos and Kara, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, as the steps seem to crumble beneath you guys.
Yeah, bless.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Yes. Roll a d4.
Oh,
7.
I don't know if this is gonna do much for us.
I mean, you roll 4 to 12 is possible. 11,
Okay.
maybe?
So, you guys, everyone hears the steps kind of like crashing a bit, and when you look up, both Damokos and Kara have fallen off either side of the steps and are kind of laying in a heap of broken stone. This fall wasn't nearly enough to damage you, more of just like, oh my god, I'm falling kind of thing. But yeah, you guys are all down. And Damokos, you're noticing that the daylight, it kind of right where you're standing, there's a little bit of shadow. It's
I don't like
not
it.
as bright there due
Oh,
to the kind of
no.
like almost being blocked a little bit by the stairs.
Hmm.
Cool. And nothing worrying about that. Kara, it is your turn.
This is something I hadn't considered, but how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling, when you look up, you see that the ceiling is about 30 feet up.
He's not hanging out on the ceiling, is he?
All right, go ahead and make a perception check. You don't see anything on the ceiling above you.
Oh, thank fucking God. I don't want to be that one person in the horror movies that gets dropped on from above. I'm gonna move you away from the stairs.
Cool.
It's
So
not a
you
fun
were prone,
experience.
so half your movement is taken up by you getting up.
Okay, so right here then.
I should probably mark prone. Yeah,
That's fine.
there is the bad back. There we go. All right. End your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Damokos.
I mean, I stand up,
Cool.
and then I'm going to use all 10 feet of the movement I have available to me now, and move away from the shadows,
Cool.
because I don't want to be there. Then I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to use my action and dash.
Excellent.
To there.
Cool. Anything else you can do?
Nope, not this time.
Cool. So he's going to do something you guys don't need to worry about. And then do something you don't need to worry about. Cool. Joven, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to move up into here.
Excellent.
I can see the sarcophagus.
You can see the sarcophagus. It is indeed closed.
How heavy does it look?
It looks pretty heavy. It doesn't look like something that you could just easily shove off. Two people could easily shove it off, but if one of you is going to do it, it's going to need an athletics check to do it.
How is the sunlight in this room?
There is no
getting-
sunlight in this room.
No daylight?
There's a little bit like through the crack of this open door that's going over here, but the daylight does not seem to be really reaching into this room. The positioning is just too bad.
Is the sarcophagus like attached to the floor in any way?
Are you making an investigation check?
Yeah, because I kind of want to see if it would be possible to carry this thing out into the main room where there's daylight.
Go ahead.
Nope, that was...
So with this, when you go ahead and you're taking a look, while it doesn't look like the sarcophagus is sealed shut, like sealed to the floor, moving it, if there's something inside of it, moving it will definitely notify whatever's inside of it that you're moving it. There's really no way to you wouldn't be able to lift this to carefully bring it out.
Yeah, good point.
Place it down in the daylight.
Having assessed that, I'll look over to Zon and just give like a nod as I kind of flip the short sword into a kind of reverse grip and have my other hand at the ready. And screw it. I'm gonna rage as a bonus action.
Cool.
Just get that ethereal glow going. And I am going to end my turn there.
Excellent. Zon, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pull a stake out, and I'm gonna prepare to jab it at whatever's inside as soon as I open up this coffin.
Love it. Holding an action to stab it with a stake.
Well, I gotta open the coffin.
Oh, fair. Are you going to be opening a coffin?
Yes.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me.
God
So you
damn it.
kind of, with the stake ready, you kind of push, but unfortunately the stone is just too heavy for you to be able to move.
Okay.
All right. End of your turn.
I can't do anything else.
Cool. So the shadows seem to kind of wrap themselves a little bit more furiously towards the ball of daylight. Kara, I need you to make another concentration check. All right. Yeah, the ball of daylight stays, kind of pushes back the shadows, although it does seem that the shadows aren't reacting as strongly to the daylight as it was before. All right, Kara.
This experience tells me I don't want to block the doorway if something comes barreling at me.
You could block the doorway, kind of lock it in there with them. They could take
No,
care of it.
I am 5'3". Absolutely not. I'm gonna get closer though, just in case. No, I'm not gonna stand in front of the door. Can't hold anything just in case. I'll hold an acid splash just in case something unidentified comes barreling out the door.
Love it. All right, Domikos, it is your turn.
All right, I will move to there just to kind of get a better look at the situation.
Cool.
And I will prepare a firebolt.
Aiming over here. If something comes
For
out.
any enemy, yeah.
Cool. Gotcha. All right. End of your turn.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Cool beans. Let me go ahead and all right. Your passive is 11, right?
Mine?
Who?
I'm talking to Domikos. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Don't worry about it. Excellent. Joven.
All right. Am I still raging?
It is the start of your turn, so yes, but if you do not take or receive damage by the end of this turn, your rage will have gone away.
Okay. Since I didn't see Zon open it, I'm going to reach with my free hand, grab the lid of the coffin, and try to tear it open.
Cool. So this would be using your action. Go ahead and make an athletics check and add advantage because you are raging.
Yep.
Cool.
We'll
So
go with
easily,
the top one.
you kind of just rip back the head of the coffin, and Zon, there's a moment where you kind of like bring yourself down to bring the stake. The coffin is completely empty. Now, are you letting them know? Are you guys letting them know that the coffin is empty?
Not my turn.
So I didn't do damage to anything.
No,
So
it's not technically the end of your turn yet. You still have a bonus action and a movement.
Oh boy. I'm going to move over to here. Just be like, he's loose.
And at that moment, I love it when things just kind of flow together. At that moment, you guys hear sort of the sound of stone, what sounds like stone scraping against stone, and the elder drops down from the ceiling. And I'm going to go ahead and show this. The elder drops down to the ceiling and is going to make an attack against you, Damokos. Yeah, it's going to hit. And so as it slams down, you guys notice that its wings are not really sort of meant for flight. They seem to be almost more made out of stone. It drops down with a heavy thud behind Damokos, grabs him, and almost instinctively, one wing kind of with a heavy thud slams down in front of Damokos. And there's one wing kind of folded up behind him, almost protectively covering his back. And he's going to go ahead and bite at you, Damokos. And he crits. Damokos, you take 11 piercing damage as his teeth sink into the back of your neck. And then you take a total of 26 necrotic damage as you feel the blood being drained from your body. Your max HP is reduced by 26. And that's going to be the Elder's turn. And right after the Elder's turn ends, it's going to take a legendary action. And you guys, everyone out in this room sees as its other wing kind of like jerks over its shoulder and slams down in front of Damokos, kind of sealing him off from you guys. And Damokos, you are considered grappled.
Cool.
Excellent. All right. So, Yelvin, your turn.
Yep. So my rage ended.
Actually, yeah. So you have a bonus action left. I apologize.
Oh wait, yeah, I could just rage cycle.
You could just rage cycle.
So 1, 2, 3.
No, you only have a bonus action left.
Oh, never mind.
Elder finished his turn, and he was holding the rest of his turn for someone to shout, like someone to say, "Hey, there's no one in this coffin," or "Hey, someone's loose."
Oh, that dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action rage, and that'll be it for my turn.
Cool. Zahn, it is your turn. You see there's no one in the coffin. You see Yovin run out and say, "There's no one in the coffin," or like he's loose. And then you hear a heavy thud, and then 2 smaller additional thuds of like stone hitting stone.
Cool. Get here. Whoops. Action dash. I'm gonna get all the way up to there.
Cool.
Does it look like the daylight's affecting me at all?
It looks like he's maybe a little bit slowed, but oddly, and actually make an Arcana check for me, please.
Sure. Nope.
No, it doesn't look like the daylight's really affecting him much at all.
Cool. Then I am going to do nothing because I can't do anything else.
All right.
But I'm there.
Excellent. And top of the round with the lair action. Zahn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the ground seems to almost crumble beneath your feet.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, you feel like the stone starting almost like kind of slanting, jerkily slanting beneath you, but you manage to hold your footing, and then they very slowly kind of rise up to even ground again.
Cool.
Kara, it is your turn.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it, you asshole. As soon as you said there's a coffin, I'm like, he's not fucking in there. I can't do what I want to do because I might hit Topicos. So I'm just going to cast Scorching Ray on him and see if that does anything.
Cool. So as you turn around and fire off your Scorching Ray, go ahead and make your attacks.
3 of them, right? Yes.
So, 2 of them, actually, you fire off your Scorching Ray, and you're just so startled by this moment that they just are hit by the stones that are in front, that kind of sort of blocking you a bit from the Elder.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to scoot this way. Better line of sight.
Cool.
But I have weak little arms, and I don't think I can help pry him out of there, so I'm good.
All right, end of your turn?
Yep.
Cool, Damikos.
All right.
His grip is like iron around your body, and his teeth are still sunk into your neck.
Cool. So, I highly doubt I'd be able to break this.
You can always try.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, because grappling, just make sure you can't move.
Actually, you're right. Technically, you would be, since you are behind both the wings, you are no longer grappled, but more restrained.
Well, never mind.
I'll just put a web. You can still make the attempt to break out of his grip, but because you are behind both wings, you will have disadvantage on the check.
Yeah, no worries. I am just going to see how this works. I'm going to cast a spell. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. One second. Let me figure out how this is going to work. Okay. Cool.
As I cast Dissonant Whispers.
So you start to whisper out, but you feel that he's going to use a legendary save.
Figured that. And now... Yeah, that'll be my turn, because that's what I can do.
All right. So right at the end of your turn, he is going to go ahead and make another bite attack at you. And he is going to hit. You take 10 piercing damage and 14 necrotic.
Ice shielding reaction block it?
He had a 27 to hit.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
So yeah, so you take 10 piercing and 14 necrotic as he just drains out more of your health.
Sentinel attack.
Okay.
Nordmarsh. And I have advantage for pack tactics. It's not any better.
So, unfortunately, so you swing out your axe and it bounces against the hide of his wings. And in fact, in the moment, like when you slam your axe, you notice that there almost seems to be something carved into the, I guess, technically the backs of his wings. But the moment is too quick for you to be able to decipher what is written on there. But you do recognize that it is written in Velirine.
Cool.
Did you say 10 and 20, or how much?
10 piercing, 14 necrotic.
14. I'm guessing a reduction again.
That's right. All right. And it's going to be his turn. He is going to go ahead and make another bite against you. Does a 17 beat your AC?
Ice shield.
Cool.
And it doesn't. So that means it fuses to the floor in between me and him. However that works in this case.
He's still gripping onto you. You're still like pinned, but he'll have to break through the ice shield to actually make another attack against you. But it doesn't look like he's too interested in that, because he is going to go ahead and there's like a puff of smoke, and you guys can hear small sounds of flapping as he disappears and reappears behind Kara, one wing behind him and the other wing in front of him, and he is going to go ahead and try to grab you, Kara. He's gonna hit with a 25. And Kara, you are now grappled. Cool. End of his turn. And real quick, at the end of his turn, the wing comes down. The secondary wing comes down. And Kara, you are now no longer grappled, but you are restrained as you are kind of pushed up against the wings. But Joven, it is your turn.
So both of the wings are like in front of here, right?
Yeah, so consider Kara just like completely blocked off. The wings are kind of wrapped around both of them almost protectively.
I want to know if this movement is allowed.
If which one?
Just moving straight from where I am here to here along the wall.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to do that and then spring forward towards him.
Okay.
And I would actually like to make a grapple check against one of his wings at the joint.
It's less of a grapple check. You can try to make an athletics check to try and lift one.
Sure. I was
Cool.
going to try and like grab hold of it so that he can't like
move it around.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and so you go to try and lift up the wing, but damn, that's
a really lousy roll.
Yeah, it's just you can't lift it. You can't tell whether this wing is made out of bone or stone, but you just cannot lift this wing.
Was that an action to do, or was that?
That would be an action.
Ouch. What? Does Bless work on skill checks?
I believe
Attacks
so.
and saving throws only.
Oh, damn
never mind.
it.
I'll be honest. The Bless wouldn't have helped you there anyway. He had you beat by 10.
Oh, well. That really sucks, but I'll burn another rage on a bonus action.
All right. Continuing on that rage, end of your turn.
Yeah.
Zon, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna take
Okay.
a hop to go right there. I'm
Sure.
gonna attack.
Do it.
Advantage for pack tactics. 22.
So, You go ahead and you go ahead and swing out your axe, and it clips him right on the wings again, bouncing off. Doesn't seem to really make a mark through these wings.
Really? Okay. Roll again. That's not gonna hit either.
Yeah, smacking up against these wings in the front is just, it doesn't really seem like you're able to break through that.
Okay. That's all I can do.
All right, end of your turn. Right before the lair action, he's going to go ahead and make a bite attack against you, Kara. And he's going to hit. You take 10 piercing damage and 14 necrotic as his teeth sink into you and you start to lose blood. Your hit point max is reduced by 14. He is just rolling high on these damages. Like, yeah, he's a rough one. Oh, God, that's still no. All right. Layer action. Kara, go ahead and make a concentration check as the shadows try to hit back at that orb. That orb is still up. All right. End of that. Kara, it is your turn.
Do I know that they're on either side of?
Right now, you're just kind of like faced up against him. You can't really see past like his arms and wings, so you don't know whether there's people on the outside. Like you heard, like you felt some pressure hitting one of the wings, but really not much besides that. So you know at least something's on the outside.
All right. I'm gonna try Thunder Wave.
Okay.
On save of 15 to see if I can get the fuck out of here without having to use one of my 4th level spells.
He fails that con save.
Oh shit. Those of you outside have to make it too. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's fine.
At least you don't have to burn a rage.
Yeah, it's useful for Joven, but not so much for Zahn.
that's fine.
So that's
No, that's not an advantage, but that's not.
Oh
it's fine. My DC is only 15.
God, he rolled the same number twice for these saves.
Good. Get fucked. 9 thunder damage, and you get pushed 10 feet back if you fail.
Cool. So he gets pushed back to here. You're no longer grappled, but you do see that there are lines in the ground from where his wings scraped against it.
Ooh, fun. He is one heavy motherfucker. Or do I want to do something else? Because I could. No, I can only cast Sunbeam once. It only lasts for a minute.
His wings are technically, like, while you are pushed out from them, they are still technically wrapped out in front of him.
Oh. Let's see if he likes lightning. I'm gonna spend a couple of sorcery points for quicken spell.
Okay.
And hit him with a lightning bolt.
Sure. So that's a save from him, right?
Yep, another save.
So you turn around. You kind of like put your hand up to your neck and like feel the blood dripping down from it. Kind of fire off a lightning bolt. You see it hit the wings, and that's when you see the runes on his wings expand.
Oh no.
In a moment, you can see in Velirine there are protections on these wings. When they're both fully extended out in front of him, magic can't pierce through it.
Oh, this bitch.
But it's only when both wings are in the same direction that magic can't pierce through them.
Alright, so we just have to tear them the fuck off. No big deal.
All right. End your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So right before your turn, Domikos, he is going to kind of get on, with the wings still out in front of him, he's going to shuffle up back towards you, Kara.
Sentinel.
Unfortunately, just from the way that he is kind of moving, he seems to almost blur in with the darkness that is kind of weeping out, and you can't make an opportunity attack against him. It's almost like he disappears for a moment and then reappears behind Kara. But Damikos, it is your turn. Oh, you still have the web on you. I'll get rid of that.
Would I have seen the glyph slide up on his wing?
Yes, everyone saw the glyphs light up on his wings.
First point of order, Kara, you would have reduced damage by 1d6 from his bite, because the glyph would have activated right at that moment. If we want to go ahead and retroactively do that, I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, Kara, go ahead and roll 1d6 and reduce that from the necrotic damage. Cool. Necrotic damage reduced by 3. So you took 11 necrotic rather than the 14.
It's going to block line of sight if I do it. Well, people can pass through it. So I am going to cast a 5th level spell.
Okay.
And create a wall of light.
Interesting. Where's this wall of light?
It is going to be kind of diagonally pointing to where one end is impacting on his square, but is going to be diagonally going up. Kind of like as if it's...
Go ahead and draw it on the screen.
It's going to be a little difficult because diagonals.
I mean, just go to freehand draw.
But it's going to be... Oh God, not square. Not that.
Yeah, just go ahead and go to freehand draw, and you should be able to just draw it out.
It's 60 feet, so
Okay.
I'm trying to figure that out. But I probably would stop right there because of that line.
Okay.
So it's 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick. It emits bright light out to 120 feet and dim light for an additional 120.
Okay. Even more light fills this room.
Mm-hmm. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Because it's still hitting the front of his wings, it is technically absorbed by the wings.
Okay.
However, that means he really can't back up. He has to choose to move through the light, which moving through it would technically trigger it.
Mostly just a creature in the area. So
Okay.
However that works with that, but
That's fine. Okay. End your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A little bit, but yeah.
So he is going to go ahead, quickly kind of scurry out, and he is going to go ahead and from behind his wings, you each hear a...
I would have moved down to
Sure.
I'm not on the stairs. Yeah.
Right. just so you don't get thrown off. Completely understand. He, each of you within 30 feet, which I believe is all of you. Yeah, each of you within 30 feet, like at the presence of this, realizing that this is the most dangerous creature you've fought, you begin to feel fear creeping into your system. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yovan, you have aura, and everybody has bless. I don't have advantage. So 26.
So we add a +4.
Yes, you add 1d4, and then you have aura right now, so you have +3.
Okay. 14.
So
16.
16. Unfortunately, that's not enough. Both Kara and Yovan are frightened of this vampire. Yeah, and then he's just going to continue his movement on down here. Yeah, and he's gonna because of his heaviness, he's having to drag his wings along with him. You guys notice that he's not able to really lift these wings up to move. He's having to drag them along with him. And I'm gonna see if he gets something back.
Do we get an attack of opportunity for him moving in that way?
I believe frightened. Let me double check frightened.
You can attack of opportunity with frightened. You just have disadvantage.
Cool. Then yes, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity with disadvantage. Yeah, you hit easily, tearing into his back. You cause 14 points of damage.
Question.
Yes.
I have an ability that says that when I hit with an attack, it can essentially work like smite. Would I be able to do that?
Yeah.
With an opportunity attack?
Sure. What's the wording of the ability?
When you hit a creature with your natural weapons while you're raging, Spirit Within causes a target with rabid fury. It must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take one of two effects. The effect I'm choosing is to inflict 2d12 of psychic damage on it if it fails the saving throw.
What's the DC?
16 Constitution.
Well, I just rolled 3 6s for a saving throw. So yeah, he fails.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you lash out and you can feel the psychic energy kind of reverberate. But when you see that it like sorts of aims at his head where the psychic damage will take effect, it kind of dissipates right when it hits it. It does look like he is immune to psychic damage.
I'm just gonna announce that psychic has no effect on him.
Good to know.
Kara, did you want to take an attack of opportunity?
I don't have any weapons out.
I mean, you could swing a fist, but okay.
I'm not going to punch the elder.
I don't know.
He might eat my fist if I miss.
Cool. I mean, fair. So at the end of so that's going to be the end of his turn. At the end of it, what he is going to do is he is going to go ahead and shift a wing. I'll just mark something right here to show when he has. So the castle will mean both wings are in front or behind. Broken shield will mean it's one is in front, one is behind. At the end of his turn, one of his wings kind of like very slowly heaves up and kind of folds up behind him, almost protectively, like putting some space between him and the two behind him. Yovan, it is your turn. You can you can repeat the wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. So
Okay.
go ahead and the saving throw. You got this.
I still have aura, right?
You still have
Yes, you
aura.
still
So
have
and
bless
bliss.
and aura.
Come on, big number.
you got this. Fantastic. You are no longer frightened of the Elder.
Well, that took up my turn, right?
That did take up your turn.
Do I
Zon-
have movement?
no, that would be at the very end of your turn that you were able to pass through that. But you're now immune to it. So, Zon, it is your turn.
What's Wall of Light do if I pass through it?
It's 4d8 radiant.
Oh, it's fine. It's only if you start your turn in the wall or end your turn in the wall.
Okay.
Well, not start, but if I cast it on your space,
Cool.
you can walk through it.
Okay. And give me the description again. Is there like certain points I can be around him to attack and it'll be better for me, or is it just he's wrapping himself in his wings?
Sure. So from what it, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Sure.
Cool. More than enough. So from what you can tell, it looks like his armor is shifting with his wings. When he has them both in front of him, it looks like that's his maximum defense. It's extremely hard to hit him from the front. It seems to be immune to the magic. You guys haven't seen so far what happens when he has one wing in front of him, one wing in the back, but you can assume the same kind of ultimate defense occurs when he has both wings wrapped behind him.
Okay. One more question.
Sure.
So when he's covering a certain point, can I move around to attack him, or is the AC going to stay exactly the same no matter what part of him I'm on?
Just tell you straight up, if he has both wings in front of him, his back is going to be less defended. So his AC is going to shift based on the wing position.
Okay. Is there a way that you can mark which way he's facing? Because that's kind of important.
Yeah, let me go ahead and the red dot is going to be where he's facing.
Okay.
Oh, that just stays in one spot. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Wherever his head is pointing, that's where he's facing.
Okay. And right now he has one in front, one in back?
One in front, one in back.
Okay. So if I were to go here or here, it would be easier to hit him, basically?
Yeah, if you were to go like... So this point is going to count on the more front. So these points are going to count for the back. These points are going to count for the front.
Okay. I'm going to get behind him. Get right up there. I'm going to attack.
Do it.
No advantage. 21?
Yeah. Actually, let me double check. Yes, that is going to hit.
Okay. Smite, 3rd level.
Excellent. Do it.
24. 2 if he's undead, which I believe he is.
It does count as an undead, so that's going to be
38 damage total.
fantastic.
Does it look like the Radiant's doing extra damage to him at all?
It does look like the Radiant is doing extra damage to him.
Okay. Then let's keep doing that. I'm going to swing again. 29. 14, and then I'm going to Radiant 3rd level smite again. 28.
Okay. Damn. All right. Yeah.
Action search. Attack. 20 to hit.
So a 20 does not hit. You manage to slice into him in the back twice, but then hit right on one of the more calcified parts of his wing.
Okay, one more hit. 32.
Yeah.
Almost a natural 20. 14, and then a level 2 smite.
Sure.
That's another 17 or 15.
Excellent.
Now I'm done.
Okay, let me go ahead, add up all those totals together, and then take it away. Okay. And you're using the magic axe, so it's gonna be okay. Excellent. Yeah, you've done a lot of damage to this guy. He does look pretty wounded. Not quite bloodied, but he looks pretty wounded.
Cool.
And yeah, so at the end of your turn, he has 2 left. So he is going to go ahead and try to grab at you.
Sure.
Because he doesn't like that shit at all. Why didn't it fucking... Oh, it's because I grabbed the wrong thing. Yeah, he's... And with a 29 to hit, he is going to grab onto you and kind of pull you close.
Sure.
Top of the round, it's going to be the layer action. Yeah, he doesn't like that fucking wall of light shit at all. So the shadows are going to hit that wall of light. And Domikos, I need you to make a concentration check for me.
Just a Constitution saving throw, which means I add a D4.
Yeah, that fucking wall of light is still there. I'm going to go and make a fucking grapple thing right here.
Did have a quick question on the wall of light.
Sure.
Technically, I mean, I only drew 50 of the 60 feet because I wasn't sure. I did state diagonally. So would the last 10 feet be able to be above, like in this area, or would the darkness?
So it doesn't. None of the light seems to be able to penetrate that darkness. You can make it stack up, but you wouldn't be able to pierce it through the darkness.
Okay. I'll adjust that.
Cool. And at the end of that layer action, he is going to go ahead and he's facing that way right now. He is going to go ahead full defend. No, he's going to keep himself partially protected from behind. So he is going to go ahead and make a bite attack against Zon. I'm going to go ahead and double check Zon's AC real quick because that was kind of low. Yeah, he is going to go ahead and bite into Zon. So when Zon comes back, he's going to be taking 12 piercing damage plus 18 necrotic. Oh, there you are. 12 piercing damage plus 18 necrotic
Sure.
when he bites into you. Your HP does get reduced by, like the HP max gets reduced by 18.
Sure.
Excellent. All right. And so, Kara, it is your turn. You are frightened. You can repeat this saving throw at the end of your turn if you'd like.
Is that the only thing I can do, though?
Actually, looking at it, you can run away. But yeah, you can run away, or you can just like stay where you are and make the saving throw at the end of your turn.
No, I'm gonna try and make the save.
Okay.
You have order right now. And bless.
You got this. Break through it.
Oh, I need to make... Never mind, hold on. I need to make a concentration check for a bless.
Okay.
What's the total damage that was done to me?
The total damage was 30. So DC 15.
So DC 15? Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you got
Still
it.
got bless and aura.
Wisdom.
Never mind.
You are still frightened. All right, Damikos, it is your turn.
Cool. So how are the wings oriented right now?
One wing is behind him, one wing is in front of him, kind of pushing Zon into his grip.
Cool. So the sides are exposed.
I mean, the sides are still kind of it's not really like exposed, but essentially his AC is equal from the front and back right now, so it's equal all around.
Okay. All right, so it's a bonus action for potions.
Yes.
I'm chugging that potion because I need it. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, oof, those 2 1s. And that 2. You got it. You're good. You're good.
So bonus action that. Then I'm going to use my action to launch a beam of radiant light from the wall of light at him,
Okay.
which is going to reduce the wall by 10 feet.
So is that a straight up attack or is it a saving throw?
It's an attack,
Okay, cool.
which means I get to add the bless to it.
Cool.
Wow.
So you fire off the beam of light, but you're still kind of shaky from having so much drained out of you. And the beam hits it does hit the wing, but it does seem to be more absorbed. Like you can see the runes kind of flick up and it's absorbed by the wing. The attack was just not strong enough to pierce through.
Cool.
All right. End of your turn?
I'm going to move away.
Smart.
So I took off the 10 feet that's by Joven. I just can't
Okay.
do that because I didn't draw that yellow.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I am going to move over to here.
All right.
That's, yeah.
Cool. He is end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Take a look right here. 1 moment, please. All right, so he is going to go ahead and I keep clicking on Zod's. He's going to go ahead and make a bite attack at Yuzon. 25 to hit. You take 8 piercing damage and 14 necrotic, and your max health is reduced by 14.
Totals again?
And 22. So
Well,
DC
or
11.
what- No, I mean, like, what was the total of the damage again?
Oh, 8 piercing, 14 necrotic. HP is
so-
reduced by 14.
And your glyph would have activated.
Oh, yeah.
already.
I should have did that the first time, but I'm going to do it now.
You can do it now.
So
Minus
you
2.
take 12 necrotic.
All right.
Then HP is only reduced by 12.
All right. So minus 12 would be 70, 69. And then what was the piercing?
The piercing was 8.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. So at the end of his turn, he's going to go ahead and sink his teeth into you again.
Sure.
And does a 23 beat your AC?
Yep.
Okay, so you take 8 piercing, 12 necrotic.
It's going to be 53.
And your
12
HP is
necrotic.
that's right. And your HP is reduced by 12.
1. Okay.
All right, excellent. That's going to be Joven. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. What position is wings? Are both of them wrapped around Zon?
No, one's wrapped around Zon, and one is in his back. So he's got even AC all around.
Okay. Then I'm gonna run at him from here, and I'm gonna reckless attack.
Do it.
And the first thing I'm going to do is try to shove the silver short sword kind of through where his ribs would be to try and hit the heart.
Gotcha.
So let's try and roll that.
By the way, no longer blessed. By the way,
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
for that.
do hit, and yeah, he does. Like, you can see the skin kind of like burning away at the silver, but other than that, it really doesn't seem to be doing much more damage.
That's fine. I'm going to try to actually, with my second attack, make a grapple check against the wing that is not grappling Zon.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to try and grab that wing that's just behind him
Okay.
and try to just essentially hold it in place so he can't like move it.
All right. Yeah, you manage to firmly grab this wing, and you feel as if right now you do have full control over it. Well, I mean, you can't. It's heavy as shit, but if he wants to lift it, he's going to have to fight against you to lift it.
Okay. And because I successfully grappled him, I am going to use a bonus action to use close quarters combat with the short sword. And I'm just going to try and punch the pommel of it to drive it even deeper up in there.
Okay. Let me take a look at what his AC is right now. Yes, that is going to hit.
I'm essentially trying to use the silver short sword as a improvised stake and just try to drive it in there and see if it might do anything.
So while the silver does seem to be burning through the flesh, it doesn't really seem to have the same effect as a stake. It's just more of like the silver is bypassing any magic resistance.
Ah. And
All right.
I'm going to actually just leave that sword in there.
All right, cool. End of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Zon, you are grappled, and he is just feasting on you.
cool. That's fine. Still in accent distance.
That's a true statement. He
And
is
now
within
I have
accent
advantage. First attack, 27.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Second level smite, 22.
Damn.
Second attack, 28.
That's going to hit.
First level smite, 7.
Okay, so that's going to be...
Bonus action. I'm going to drink a healing potion.
You got it. Remember, your HP max cannot go above...
Oh, I know. I'm keeping track of that.
Righteous. By the way, he does look bloodied.
Cool. Nice. 7. Cool. I'm done.
Cool. So he is going to take this moment and kind of almost slip past both Joven and Zon. Zon, you are no longer grappled.
Can I sentinel attack that?
Unfortunately, no. The way he's moving, it just seems to almost slink with what little shadows there are around. And yeah, he is going to be facing Kara. Don't be worried about that at all, Kara. And layer action, Zon, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the ground seems to almost crumble beneath you.
Sure. That's not an advantage, but that's still 22.
Yeah, you're fine then. You do manage to keep your footing as the ground like crumbles a little bit. If you had failed, you would have been stuck about up to your knees in rubble.
Cool.
All right. Kara, it is your turn. He is right in your face, looking directly at you.
Don't like that. We don't have bless anymore, right?
Nope.
Okay. I don't want to run away because that might be an attack of opportunity.
That would be an attack of opportunity.
It's just gonna make the wisdom save.
Okay. You still got. Hey, you're no longer frightened.
Fuck yeah. But he is right up in my face.
Yeah, so I
Which
mean,
is
you might
less
be
fuck
frightened,
yeah.
but you're not affected by the condition. Okay.
Yep.
Domikos, it is your turn.
Cool. So I am going to reduce the wall by another 10 feet and try and attack him.
Cool. Do it. Do it.
Oh, wow. Why did it not do that?
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
God, I can't roll for shit right now. Okay. Yep.
So yeah, unfortunately, just seeing him kind of dart around the battlefield, draining everyone, is kind of throwing you off. Even with the health potion, you yourself are feeling kind of like your heart's beating a little bit slower. So the light does hit the wall behind him rather than hitting him himself.
Fuck it. Oh, well, I guess that wouldn't technically count as casting a leveled spell. Oh, it is a ranged spell attack. Okay. Yeah, just gonna just do that.
All right, and your turn.
Yep.
Cool. So he is going to go ahead and make a grapple check against you, Kara. And he is going to get a 23. And he is just going to go ahead and grab onto you. And where is the hand? Here it is. And he is going to make a bite attack against you. Does a 22 hit? I'm going to take that upset look as a yes. You take 10 piercing damage and 14 necrotic, as he does drain your health a little bit more. And your health also reduces by 14, like your max. And right at the end of his turn, he's going to take his legendary action, and he is going to make another bite attack. That's a hit. That's almost a crit, in fact. You take 7 piercing damage and 15 necrotic.
I'm unconscious.
So, fun thing.
Oh no.
So with that, as he drains out and then just kind of drops Kara to the ground, Kara, you go pale.
Oh fuck.
You can feel the sigil burning on your arm, but you are now no longer grappled, at the very least. And I'm just going to put this fun thing right there. Cool. So, Joven, Kara is lying in a crumpled heap of blood on the ground.
That's yeah, no. I'm just going to get my claws out, and because he's not in any sort of like distance from me, I'm just going to start hitting, and I'm going to reckless attack.
Cool. Do it, do it. So you go to swing, and your claws are caught on the wing and just scrape up against the calcified bone. So that's a miss.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Yep. I'm
Do
not gonna...
your claws are magic, right?
Yes.
Cool. Just want to double check.
They count as magical. It's just like monks.
Excellent.
And then because I used my claws, I can attack as a bonus action. And I'm just aiming all of these for his face.
So, all right. Sorry about that. How are we looking? We want to continue, or do we want to? I know the technical thing kind of took wind out of sails.
I would rather not end in the middle of a fight.
I also would rather not do that. Fantastic. Then we're going to keep moving forward. Let me know when we're back up.
Well, we're already back up.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, guys.
We've been up the whole time.
Unofficially, like, this is not FetchQuest view. This is my view as a Spectrum user. Fuck Spectrum. Okay. So, I hope that doesn't bite us in the ass later down online. Okay, excellent. So,
No.
Yovin, you got a 24 to hit. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. And 11 damage. Fantastic. Okay. So, okay, Yovin, that was anything else you want to do?
No. Actually,
Okay.
yes.
You used your
Actually-
action, and I think you used your bonus action as well.
Yeah, I was gonna do movement, but I
And if you want an attack of opportunity, you certainly can move.
think I'm good.
Perfect. Car, real quick, was it the health getting reduced down that caused you to get to 0?
No, I still have a max of 22. I'm just like at 0 in terms
Gotcha.
of like active health.
So no instant death, but it's still going. Fun stuff is happening.
Oh no.
Okay. End of your turn, Zon. It is your turn.
Okay. Let's punch some guy.
Let's do it.
Right there. Would I be hitting the back then?
Yeah, you are hitting the back, but the AC is still even across the board.
Okay. Pack tactics, so I have advantage. Attack number 1, 20 to hit.
Fortunately, it does not hit.
Attack number 2, 25.
That hits.
Smite, level 1. That's gonna be 13.
All right. Yeah, he's definitely bloodied. Cool beans.
And that's it.
All right, excellent. All right. So right at the end of your turn, his hand's gonna snake out, and he is. Oh shit! It dropped all my things. 1 second, I gotta open them up. And he is gonna go ahead and try to grab at you, and he misses. He's a little thrown off by all the radiant damage that's been flying his way, so he reaches out to grab you, and you easily just kind of knock his hand away with your axe. This is going to happen. He tried to crumble the floor. Damokos, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That concentration check to try and keep your light wall up. So, the light wall does, unfortunately, disappear as the shadows just kind of like envelop it. Whoever made the yellow line, can you make it go away?
I got.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. Kara, make your first death saving throw, please.
I have forgotten how to make death saves.
If you go ahead and go up to your character sheet.
Oh, fuck. Gosh.
That is a fail.
Oh boy.
All right. Damikos, your turn. It's does that ball drop? It's not concentration, right?
Not concentration.
Cool.
Yeah, daylight is
Also-
not concentration.
Debating if we want Wall of Light back up.
Just bring it back up.
And do that.
I mean, he doesn't have both wings out in front of him, so he wouldn't just immediately absorb.
Negate the damage.
Yeah, this time, like he did last time.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, but I would have to figure out how to angle this fucker now.
Just hit everyone.
I mean, you just do the same thing he did last time. If you do it at a line at diagonal, it's going to go through the squares like diagonally, so it's not going to hit anyone other than him.
I do want to say that it cannot pierce walls, right? So it would have to stop right here.
Although you said the ceiling is 30 feet.
That I did. The ceiling is 30 feet, so if you wanted to stack, you could.
Alright, so bonus action, I am going to, let me make sure it's a bonus action first. So I want to make sure of that. Doesn't say. Doesn't say if it's a. There's a bonus action for spell slots to sorcery points, but not for sorcery points to spell slots.
Let's say in this moment, just keep things going. Let's go ahead and say it's a bonus action.
I am going to convert 5 to get a 5th level spell slot, I believe. Nope, it's 7. So sure, 7. Let's go. I'm now a glowing beacon.
Gotcha.
7 runes. I'm going to recast Wall of Light vertically. Right onto him.
Okay, draw it out.
I mean, it's
I still want to see it. I'm a very visual person. Oh, you mean it's like right on, okay. Perfect.
pillar of light. Let's go.
Cool. And is that a save he has to make?
Yep. Constitution.
Constitution. Okay. What's the DC?
17.
He beats the DC.
Of course he does. Let me see, does he take half damage? He does take half damage.
Right, and it is radiant damage, so, and he's been taking double radiant damage, so he'll take normal damage. Cool.
Yep, I have to keep those ones at the moment.
All right. He is looking pretty damaged. At least you guys keeping his like natural regen ability down. He hasn't been able to use that at all. He's had to steal blood.
That's my turn.
All right, cool. His turn. He is going to go ahead And the first step the fuck out of this. Actually, he is going to. He kind of turns to the smoke, and just you guys hear the flapping of wings, and he'll appear right here in front of Damokos.
No sentinel.
No sentinel. This is sort of it's reflavored teleport essentially.
Okay.
And he is going to go ahead and make a grab attack, and he is going to hit. Well, hold on. It's a 20 to hit. Yes, that's going to hit.
Grabbing doesn't cause damage.
No, he didn't cause any damage. He can choose to cause damage, but he's just going to grapple check you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And now he's going to go ahead and bite. And he's going to crit. So you take.
I am casting a 4th level ice shield just because I need to.
Fair.
I'll also reaction rebuke the violent on that.
Cool. So the amount of damage he does is 16 piercing and 33 necrotic. I'm sorry, 23 necrotic. I apologize. Misdid the math.
Ice shield is going to block 20 of that.
So it drops down the necrotic by 4, takes out the piercing completely. So you take 19 necrotic. HP max is reduced by 19.
Yep.
How are you sitting? I'm noticing the token isn't updated on here.
Oh, I'll update it here in a second.
Cool.
He also has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
14.
He beats it.
Okay, he's going to take half damage then.
Okay.
How much damage did you do to Damokos?
19.
Okay, so he's going to take 8 radiant.
Okay. So he just gains back 3 hit points.
There. That's where I'm at.
Okay, that's rough. Yeah, so Damokos isn't looking too good.
Concentration check.
Yep, go ahead.
That would be DC like.
It'd be DC 10 since you only took 19.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah. You're good. So then at the end of his turn, what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and use his legendary action to go ahead and make a bite attack against you.
Okay.
Yep, and he's going to hit, and you take 8 piercing and 14 necrotic.
Okay, hold on. That brings me down to 0. I still have health technically, so.
And you are just
I'm still-
undergoing some fun stuff. You know how we were making jokes about how Damokos is going to get every single possible disease?
It's happening, guys. The hit point reduction still happens, right?
The hit point reduction still happens, yes.
That was 14 necrotic.
14 necrotic, yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. So this spell drops as Damokos goes down. Jovan, it's your turn. Now Damokos is lying in a pool of blood with his legs kind of bent in unnatural directions, but that may just, be whatever is going on with his legs rather than actually being broken. You are muted, my friend.
Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh no. All right. I'm going to I'm going to pull out one of the greater healing potions.
Okay.
And I'm going to give it to Kara.
Cool. Go ahead, roll that hit points.
Okay. Let me just look up what to
Kara,
roll.
what's your max HP? Greater healing potion. I have it right here.
It's 44 plus 4.
Yeah.
Got it.
I have 22 max HP right now.
You're doing great.
Am I?
Not great.
Don't take 22 necrotic damage.
Listen, I don't get to decide that.
you get 10 hit points back, and you're kind of groggy on the ground.
That was an action to give her that, right?
That was an action to give her that, yes.
Then I'm going to use my movement to go here and then move like that.
Okay. All right, end of your turn.
Yes.
Cool. He, at the end of his turn, he is going to go ahead and face you, Joven, and wings are going to completely like block off the two of you.
Oh boy.
Zon, it is your turn.
Okay. So which direction is he blocking off?
His back is to Domiko, so he's blocking off this direction. So which means that
Can I
this
get
side
to
of
here?
him- yeah, you can get to there.
Okay. I'm gonna run over there and I'm gonna attack from
Cool.
his backside.
Do it.
Pack tactics still in play.
Mm-hmm.
28
Yeah,
to hit.
that's definitely gonna hit.
First level smite. 18.
Holy sh! Yeah, that's gonna be 36. Okay, that page is frozen. Go ahead.
Second attack. Natural 20.
Holy crap!
So that's going to be 27. And then this is going to be 48. So I'm just going to roll. Well, no, I'll just do this. It's going to be 10 plus another 11. So 21.
Okay,
42.
so cool. 1 second, please. Do you get an extra you get an extra undead roll too?
Oh, do I as well? All right.
Yeah,
One more
that gets
D8.
doubled as well.
1 more damage.
Okay, so let me go ahead and take this. That's a lot of damage. Okay, minus 27. Minus, let's be 20. That's 21, 22. And double. Yeah, he's not looking so hot.
Cool.
He's looking pretty bad, pretty messed up.
Bonus action. I will chug a healing potion.
Do it.
Wow, another 16.
Jeez. What's your max HP, by the way?
Right now my max is 78,
Not,
which
it's like
I
it's
think I'm
almost
about
like
to get.
you're not even being affected by this.
I mean, he's focusing on the wrong people.
Hey, I mean, or is he focusing on the right people?
No, wrong people.
Your turn.
Yes.
Cool. So, Kara, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You are prone, right? Yeah. You. So I need. You're gonna go ahead. Actually, no. Since you're already prone, you don't need to make the dexterity saving throw. I need. Zon, go ahead and make the dexterity saving throw for me, please. Fine. You're good.
16. It's not at advantage, so it's 16. If that
Yeah,
makes a difference.
you're still good. The area DC is 14. Kara, it is your turn.
I have a question. So he's
Yes.
facing Joven with both wings out, right?
Yeah. So this would technically be the protected area.
If I shot him in the back with a line, would it also hit Joven?
What do you mean shot him in the back with a line?
If I did if I fucking stand right here and I just fucking aimed something at him like a lightning bolt, but not. I want to use Sunbeam. I don't want to hurt Joven.
Yeah, it would definitely hit Joven.
Just hit him with it.
Do it.
He hasn't gotten hit at all. Just hit him with
Do
it.
it.
Remember,
I
He
actually-
did get hit. I hit him.
Well, other than that, he's probably nearly full HP. Just hit him with it.
Kara,
Alright.
I'm gonna need you to hit me.
remember that your by standing up,
Oh.
your movement speed is cut in half.
There. You should still be able to get there.
Yeah, so if you should
Yeah.
be going, yeah,
You get to
yeah,
diagonal.
that'll be fine.
Alright. Sunbeam. Con save of 15.
All right. He passes.
Undead have disadvantage.
Hold on. Let me check again.
Undead and
Pass it.
oozes, apparently.
He rolled a 21 twice, so
Alright, half as much damage then. But this is radiant. So, 68?
okay. So I mean, he's going to take normal damage since he takes double damage from radiant. So that'd be...
Why would you roll twice?
What?
They're talking why would you
Because
roll
I'm
twice?
getting hit with this. Do I roll twice?
You do technically count as an undead, so yes.
Oh no.
I don't care.
Hey,
Okay. You're fine.
He had aura anyways. It was very unlikely he failed.
25 reduced to
Half, so that'd be 12.
okay.
Is he still alive?
Oh yeah, the Elder's still alive, and he is upset.
Thank you.
just drank like 50 points of health from oh my god.
Yeah, the only reason he's alive is because he keeps draining Kara until it goes. All right, end of your turn, Kara.
Yep.
All right, Damikos, go ahead and make a death save. Hey, back up at 1.
Nice.
Excellent. So, yeah, end of your turn. He's gonna go ahead and let me just check something real quick. Ooh, nice. He is gonna go ahead and do his sneaky teleport thing. Right up behind Kara.
Guess that ice wall would be still there, melting slowly.
And he is going to go ahead and shift one wing behind him. And yeah, he is at the end of his turn. He's going to go ahead and make an unarmed strike to try and grab you. And with a 25, you are grappled. All right, Joven, it is your turn. His wings are now one on either side of him.
Okay. 1, 2,
Thank you
3,
for the follow, Demon Good.
4, 5, 6.
Nice.
So his wings on either side of him.
Yeah, one on each side. So his AC's even all around.
Okay.
So claw up against the calcified wing. That's a miss.
Damn it. I forgot to do it with reckless.
The ones from here on out can go reckless.
Sounds good.
That's let me check right
20.
here. Yeah, that's gonna be a miss.
And bonus action attack.
That's gonna hit. So it takes 10 points. Fantastic.
And when I hit him originally with the psychic damage, was his wings in this position, or were both of them behind him?
I believe both of them were. No, you hit him from behind, so he wasn't protected by his wings at all.
Okay, so he is just immune to psychic.
That's what you can infer. Yeah.
Okay.
End of your turn.
Yes.
Cool. So right at the end of your turn, he's going to sink his teeth into Kara. He needs to build up some health. It's easy to drain health from her. And Kara, you take 8 piercing damage and 16 necrotic. And your HP is reduced by 16.
I still have max HP, but I am unconscious again.
Cool. So you are not dead, but just unconscious. Okay.
I don't like this.
And Zahn, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna run up the stairs. That's full 30.
Cool.
How bad is he looking?
He's looking pretty messed up. He's not gonna die in like one hit, but he is at almost 1/5 of the original health. Actually, hold on. I can't do math. My brain is fractions dumb. He's at a lot less than bloodied. He's not going to survive very much longer.
Okay. Remind me how blood magicking a smite would work.
So what's going to happen is you are going to take damage equal to the spell level that you want to use.
So if I did fourth level smite or third level smite, it'd be 3 damage?
No, it would be typically if you want to build up the spell slot for it, which is a bonus action for it, you would take I believe paladins have d10s as their hit die, so you take 3d10 damage, vial damage, and
Okay.
You'd have a third level spell slot. But if you wanted to just blood magic a smite itself, which is a free action, you have to agree to take the original damage. And you can double damage.
I'm someone that done it before. The payoff is nice, but it's very risky.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots left, so I can't even do that one. But let's see if I hit first. And then we'll figure that out.
Cool.
First attack, 17 definitely does not hit.
Yep, that's a miss.
Second attack, 23.
That's a hit.
15, still up.
He's still up. Yeah, no, he is over 100 hit points right now.
Cool. Let's do 3d8 damage. And I'm a third level smite him.
Okay.
Is that how it works, or am I doing that
three.
wrong?
Sorry, I thought you said 3d8. Yeah, 3d10 works. So you take.
No. I did say
21.
3d8.
You take 21 points of vial damage, and you now have a third level spell slot that you can immediately use to smite.
Which I will do. 26, doubled.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do this.
It's 52.
Yeah, he is not looking so good, nor is he looking so happy.
Cool. That's all I can do. Or no, actually, bonus action. I'm gonna.
The bonus action was to
Was
use,
the blood magic? That's fine.
so you use a bonus action to blood magic a spell slot.
Yeah.
But if you want to double the damage, that's a free action.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Layer action. Joven, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
You also
Sure.
Aura.
Come on, roll 2 1s. Oh, with the aura, he passes though. All right. You narrowly avoid falling down the stairs as the steps seem to crumble underneath you. Kara, you're unconscious again, right? Make a death saving throw, please. Oof. Domikos, back up at 1.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna stand up, obviously.
Obviously.
Can I see him from my immediate position, or would it be better?
He's got he's got bonuses to his AC because he is blocked due to the height difference and the fact that there's Zon standing in front of him.
That's fine. I can see him.
Yeah, you can see him, like the outline of him. Yeah.
Cool. Well, bonus action. I am going to convert a 3rd level slot to some sorcery points.
All right.
And then I'm going to try it. It's probably not going to work.
Blood magic fireball.
Nope.
Just do it.
Nope. I'm going to try and, do the classic stun lock here. Just by casting from the orb. It insinuates.
Son of a bitch. All right. It's a wisdom saving throw, isn't it? Yeah?
Hmm?
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
He got it. What's the DC?
17.
He passes, you son of a bitch.
He passed it, so he saved.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
No, he saved.
He failed or he saved? Because if
He saved. No, he's saved. He's
Cool.
good.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. End of your turn?
Yeah, I'm still glowing like a freaking beacon too.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's see if he gets us back.
It doesn't look like it there though. Just
Hey, jeez, I'm just rolling nonstop 6s. So he's going to do his teleport thing right behind Domikos.
oh, of course he doesn't.
And he's going to go ahead and grab at you, Domikos. And he's going to go ahead, hold on to you. He hits with a 21, so you are now grappled, and he's going to make a bite attack. You take 8 piercing damage and 16 necrotic. Does that lower your max to 0?
Spend 5 of my runes to do 5d6 worth of blocking.
You got this, man. Roll all 6s. You got this.
Reduced by 17 damage.
Okay, so you only take 7 points of necrotic. So you're still down, but your
Yeah.
HP max is only dropped by 7.
Mm-hmm.
How you looking?
I mean, I still have max HP, so we're good.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it. Okay. So down and excellent. Joven, it is your turn.
I'm gonna rush back over down here,
Well, I'm gonna fix this. He's facing this way.
dead sprinting. Which way is he facing?
He's facing this way. I
If
mean,
I
his
atta-
his AC is even all around.
Okay. And I am going to reckless attack again.
Do it. That's a
23.
hit. That's a hit. And that's also a hit.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of just tearing into him. you guys are noticing that his wings are a little bit more cracked. He's not doing good. He seems to be more on the run than actively attacking at this point. Is that the end of your turns, Jovan?
Yeah.
Okay. So what he is going to do is he's going to turn to face you, and he's going to shift a wing in front of him. So he's now being protected by both wings in the front. And Zon, it is your turn.
Can I jump over this small little edge?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'm gonna jump that. Land right there.
Not that it really matters, but it does take 5 feet of movement for you to like drop down onto them.
Oh, that's fine. That's nothing. But hopefully that way his AC isn't higher. And I'm gonna attack. 19 hit from the side.
19 hits from that side.
It's 12 slashing. How's he looking?
He's not looking so good. He's theoretically a smite could a high enough level smite could kill him at this point.
Well, I'm gonna do one more attack first.
Okay.
22
That
for
also
11.
hits.
Still not down.
He's still not down. He's close
All right.
though.
Let's take a third level smite again.
You got it.
18 damage to me. I don't care. 33. Smite. 30 damage times 2.
How would you like to do this?
Hooray. I am jumping over Kara over the railing and just sort of hopping over these small barrels and just sort of cleaving into the back, driving him into his own wings before I blood shoots down the arms as he smites downwards onto the head, back of his head, cleaving through the wings and his head.
Fantastic. He is left a bloody, gory mess. And the Elder is no more. And we are out of initiative. However, Kara and Damakos are down. So in this brief moment, I'm going to need both of you guys to make a quick death saving throw for me before the other two can get over to you, because your turns occurred before them.
I don't want to. I'm scared.
Go for it. Go for it, Car.
Your turn is technically
Oh,
first.
big fucking guy!
You are back up at 1, Kara.
Cool, I don't have to heal.
You had, hold on, Kara. You had 6 max HP
I had
left.
6 HP left!
And I had 18.
Oh my god.
Oh, that could have been bad.
If I hadn't
All
done
right.
5d6, it could have potentially lowered me to 0. Like 0, 0.
Damakos, I need you to make a death saving throw. All right, that's a pass. So Kara, you kind of push yourself back up. However, you are feeling exceptionally woozy. You feel like both Damakos and Kara are feeling exceptionally woozy and especially drained. There's not a lot of blood running through your systems, so you're going to need to find somewhere either to sleep to recover, or you're going to pass out in a matter of hours. Yeah, so team can go ahead, commence with the healing.
Can I tell, or would I know that there's a possibility that they are diseased?
So, the thing about vampirism is, you have heard from vampires themselves that they cannot spread it. I'll let you make a nature check. The DC is going to be high. but I'll let you make a nature check, and this can be the only nature check made, and you can check one of them.
May I aid to give advantage on that check?
Yes.
Cool, because I'll need it. Nope.
So you're checking them. They do look exceptionally drained. Their veins are a little bit dark, but that could just be the fact that they were nearly emptied. And besides, you heard from y'all's best friend, who definitely doesn't have a bunch of favors that he's holding over your head. Vampires can't spread the disease.
Sure. Then I'll just pump 5 lay on hands into both of them.
Cool. Kara, you're at full.
That would technically take an action, so
No, it's fine. I'm not going to make
Well,
you do another.
I would do you first because you're right in front of me anyways. And Kara's
Kara's-
technically up, so it's not like it matters.
Cool. So the Elder is laying in a bloody, gory mess. The daylight is still up, and there's that dark, almost shroud over the crystal.
Does it look like he's actually dead and that the daylight has killed him?
His head is cut in half, and the daylight is turning his body into dust.
Okay. Well, long as that daylight stays up, I think we're good to go. Since the both of you are basically full, I'm gonna pump myself with lay on hands for 25.
Fantastic.
I'm at 58. I never went below 30. Smile.
One day. All right.
I've still yet to use my relentless orc ability. Never
Soon.
make me do it.
Soon. Okay. So, what is everybody doing?
Once everybody seems like they're okay and not asking for more healing, I'm going to go over towards the crystal, and I would like to closely inspect it because he didn't let me last time.
Sure. So, when you step into this darkness, it is magical darkness. Your dark vision can't see through it as long as the daylight is up. And I will say at this point, the dust itself has been burned away. There's nothing more than a scorch mark on the ground where the Elder was.
Can you drop the daylight, please?
Lying on the floor, I'm just gonna.
The daylight is dropped, and the magical darkness slowly fades away, and you're looking at a dark blue crystal.
Cool. I will inspect said dark blue crystal to see if I can tell what's inside or any other information about it that I couldn't from so far away before.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Oh boy, more stuff I'm not good at. Well,
Cool.
18's pretty good.
So, you're kind of expecting it. There is something inside of it. You can't quite make out what it is, but it is humanoid. And it looks pissed. And at one point, you kind of like go near the crystal, and the crystal doesn't look like, there's some parts where it looks extremely solid, but sort of towards the outer edges, it almost looks kind of soft, like you could break off a piece in your hand.
Stick your fingers in the jello.
I would like to touch the crystal, please.
Sure. It's a smooth, dark, cool. It's cool. Wait, are you touching it with your actual hand or with your prosthetic?
My actual hand.
Okay, it's cool to the touch, and you can almost. It looks very easy, like you could break off a piece of the outcropping, if you wanted to.
That sounds like a bad idea.
But you're not getting any like big reactions, like anything that would be like out of the like. It feels just like you're touching a normal crystal. It's just like some of it is softer that you could potentially break a piece off of.
Yeah. Does it look like whatever's inside is still alive?
You can't. Unfortunately, you can't tell. Well, that begs the question: is technically any vampire alive?
I'm not gonna argue.
But
Semantics on that, but sure.
It's hard to tell exactly what is inside this crystal and exactly whether or not it is alive.
It's bigger than... It's like human size, though, right?
Yeah, the thing inside is human size, but the crystal itself extends out to about 8 feet wide and goes up about 15 feet.
Sure. Can I tell if it's of a darker skin variety or if it's more pale?
Unfortunately, inside of the crystal, it's too dark to really
Gotcha.
differentiate that kind of stuff. It's more like you're seeing the shadowy outline of a figure inside.
Sure. Okay. Then is there anything around this area that looks off that I wasn't able to look at before?
Not necessarily. There is sort of like a almost like ceremonial pot behind the crystal that looks like it does have some like thunderweave inside of it already, but it looks like they've preemptively set up for the ritual, assuming that you guys would have killed the elder.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, not much more to divulge here. I guess we're just going to have to come back when they do their ritual now. I guess we should actually inspect the rest of this room to make sure nothing else is here.
So yeah, if you guys want to take like 15 to go ahead and inspect, or even take 20 to go ahead and inspect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like you guys are finding books, but it does look like something has gone through and just destroyed every bit of like actual paper inside of this room. Like you're finding in nooks and crannies, you're finding like bits of like charred remains of paper. You eventually piece it together that the elder most likely destroyed all of the writings in this room. You're not sure why, but it may be that the elder had a grudge against the whatever's in the crystal.
Sure. Alright. Then if there's nothing else, I guess we should leave.
Sure. So are you guys making your way back to your room?
Well, I'm gonna... Once we exit back to the throne room, I'm gonna find a servant and just be like, hey, we took care of what the Lord wanted us to do. So let him know the...
It actually takes you a little bit of time to find a servant. It looks like that once those doors were shut, you even like lift up the tapestries, and there are doors behind those tapestries that have been locked and like sealed. So it takes you a little bit of time, but you do eventually find a servant and kind of relay the message. The servant nods and then disappears down a corridor.
Cool. Yeah, that's about it for me. I don't have any more ideas until, the time comes.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're all going back to your rooms and recovering.
Yes.
Yep.
I need to fucking sleep.
Cool. Unfortunately, this HP lowering is permanent.
Oh, fuck.
I'm kidding.
Fuck you!
No, it's not. I have lesser restoration.
But yeah, after a mix of like lesser restoration and the long rest, your HP does go back to normal. However, I do need both Kara and Damokos to make Constitution saving throws, and Damokos, because of let's just say certain events that are occurring, you have advantage on the saving throw.
Advantage?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Kara, I'll be sending you something in a DM, so don't even worry about it. Damokos, you get advantage. Cool, Damokos, you're safe.
Should have told me you felt sick. I could have stopped the disease before it happened.
All right. Hey, so Kara, just out of the blue, really no concerns about it. Do you happen to have the Grey Hollow campaign guide?
No, I
Yeah,
don't know what that means.
I'll send you a
I-
copy of it.
I am
Actually, Domikos,
scared.
if you wouldn't mind sending her a copy of it.
Yeah.
Excellent. And yeah, don't even worry about it. We'll talk a little bit more about what's going on. Um,
You and Florin have a lot of things to talk about.
Section.
what'd you say, bro?
Should I specify a certain section for her to reference?
Um,
I know is there.
yeah, go ahead.
Ah.
But yeah, cool. So, and that's where we're going to leave off for today. Did anybody have anything they wanted to promote before we did our closeout?
Yes.
Excellent. Take it away.
So on Kickstarter right now, there's a local company, at least in Colorado, that is kickstarting it's a 5th edition campaign setting, also adventure, called The Red Opera: Last Days of the Warlock. It takes place and focuses primarily around warlocks and their patrons. It focuses on combining aspects of heavy metal even into D&D, to where they even have a soundtrack that goes along with the adventure that they wrote around it. Takes place in the Shadelands, delves into all of patrons stuff. They've still have quite a bit of time going, and they've already unlocked several stretch goals. But yeah, there's the link, and check it out. It looks fun.
Fantastic. All right. Well, we have all that. So yeah, as it was posted, go ahead, follow us. So now we have a subscribe button. So go ahead, hit our subscribe button to get even more updates and whatever else comes with the subscribe. I'm still not sure about that.
No, nothing at the moment because
Nothing at the moment.
I
But soon,
didn't even ask for it and they gave it to me. So
soon we might have fun things. No guarantees.
nah,
Hit
not
the
anytime
subscribe button.
soon. That's a lot of work.
Hit the subscribe button anyway. Go ahead, at least follow us. Go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter. Thank you all so much for joining us in on another week of FetchQuest, and we'll go see the ramifications of freeing the first vampire next week. Bye, guys. You can't see me, but I'm waving.
No, he's not. Don't let him lie to you. Goodbye.